June 16th. I am on my way to pick up Andrew from daycare, and if you are friends with either Stacia or me on Facebook, then you know that we had a very interesting night last night. I kind of wrote a somewhat vague message on my Facebook wall, and Stacia wrote more detail, but not everything. So for everyone who's been wondering what happened, we got the kids to bed last night, and I went to run some errands, and Stacia stayed at home. And at 9:35 at night, Stacia missed a couple stairs. We have wooden stairs going down into our lower floor, and she doesn't even remember how she landed, but she did quite a number on both feet. Both ankles became very swollen, and her left foot looked just very, very swollen as well. It was a situation where it felt as though she looked like she sprained both ankles and possibly did more damage to her left foot. So we went to urgent care, and it was a fun evening. Although, while it was a long evening, at the same time, when you are having that kind of, needing that kind of assistance at that late of an hour, and there are many other people that are also needing that kind of assistance at that late of hour, they did amazing work. So kudos to them. What they had given Stacia, though, is a cast on her left foot, and then an air cast on her right. She has an appointment on Wednesday to see if there's further what the damage is on actually both feet. But while nothing was broken, her right ankle obviously was sprained a little. So she's got the air cast on that, and she's on Wednesday. We're going to find out what the extent is on her left foot. There is a chance, and the doctor that checked her out yesterday kind of felt as though it might be a tear in a ligament or a tendon in her foot, which caused the swelling. And if that's the case, it's going to be a longer recovery. If it's just bruised and that's just scar tissue that's built up, the reason why the doctor thought that it might be a tear is they showed the x-ray, and the divide between the bones in her big toe and her secondary toe was wider than normal, and that's where the swelling was on her foot. And so without being an orthopedic specialist, that's what he diagnosed. He was kind of being overly cautious with what he had put on her foot, which it's now set in a certain position. So that's where she's at, and she's doing all right. The pain comes and goes in waves, and she's got pain medication, and but is doing all right. The challenge for us at home currently is just figure out how we're going to juggle the kids, just because Shaylin's doing fantastic. With her being 5, she's really loving the role of being kind of like the assistant, the medic, Stacey's assistant right now. We wanted to call her a nurse. She wanted to be a doctor. I don't take that as a jab against nurses at all, but I am glad that she is aiming at the higher pay grade when she's playing make-believe. But she's been helping so far, and we'll be relying on her to be a big kid during this part. The challenging part will be kind of explaining to, or just taking care of Andrew, because he's not going to understand that mommy's immobile at this point. She's on crutches. Both feet have something on them. She's not going to be able to be on the ground and chase him around like normal. So that does make it a little bit more of a challenge, and a lot of it does. My role has been enhanced in the household, but that is all right. So we'll get through it. if you see me a little blurry-eyed or not coherent, that is why. Last night we got home at 3 or so, and we had one of our friends watched over our kids while we were at the hospital. And once again, to that friend, thank you. You are a godsend. You helped us out more than we could ever imagine throughout the years, and you're awesome. Anyway, but if you do see me a little weary, it's the mix of trying to make sure everything is put together and home, along with Andrew waking up in the middle of the night every once in a while and keeping me up. So hopefully the time will pass quickly, and it'll turn out that the physician or the doctor on last night was overly cautious in regards to the cast, and it's going to be better, but we'll just have to wait and see. So that's the update. If you have any questions, let me know, because I'm guessing if you're watching this, you're either a friend of mine on Facebook or through YouTube. So feel free to get a hold of me or just leave a comment below. And that's all I got. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.